Lingering showers, but the rain right now is light, so not seeing anything really heavy. We have steadier showers, mainly east of the city. A lot of rain across eastern Fairfield County, more the same throughout Nassau and Suffolk. Dry for now along the south.
Million people tried to access the site in the first 5 minutes. You know how it is, Pedro. Some free tickets.
Hey, free tickets. Everybody wants some free tickets. I might. Hey, Brittany.
I'll try for you. I tried yesterday and I had no luck. So hopefully things work out for me today. But the weather will work out for us after a really rough night yesterday with gusty storms all across the tri-state, leaving a lot of wind damage. We're even waking up to some flooding issues, so that could be an issue for your morning commute. Right now, most of the rain that continues to slide east of the city, so holding on to a few showers too across Monmouth and Ocean County. But rain will taper off over the next few hours, and after around 6 or 7 o'clock, things will be mainly dry. And we also improve. Get ready for clearing skies, more sunshine, and lower humidity. So it's going to feel much better this afternoon with cooler high temperatures near 85 degrees in the city. Tomorrow, even nicer, 78, drier air, a lot of sun. That all changes this weekend. The moisture goes back up. In return, we'll have a chance for scattered thunder showers. More details about that coming up. Heather?
Okay, let's talk about mass transit.
A new report finds that New York City once again has the worst traffic congestion in the world. That's according to the Global Traffic 5 here.
I was just waiting, Brittany. I mean, like, what was it, this week or last week that we were on, like, the best list for something?
I think it was like yesterday or
yeah, it was,
Tuesday.
just a couple days ago. I was waiting for us to be back on a worst list.
Yeah, trying to keep us humble, I guess.
But I mean, no lies told.
Yeah, I was thinking, shocker.
How are we looking out there? I mean, like, this morning was really scary.
It was. Some of those storms even woke me up last night, but thankfully things are improving, and that will be the trend all day. Nicer weather is on the way after a pretty active evening. We're in the 60s and the 70s. It's 69 degrees in Central Park, a light breeze of around 3 miles per hour. Still a few lingering light showers, but notice most of the rain is moving south and east of the city, and what we have falling right now is very light. So lighter showers across Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Queens. Also steadier light rain throughout Nassau and Suffolk County. Maybe a couple of downpours near the Twin Forks, but I'm not seeing any lightning. Things are drying out across most of Middlesex and Somerset, but we still have lighter showers throughout Monmouth and Ocean County. Here's a look at all of the storm reports over the past 24 hours. Most of these were from wind damage, and that knocked over a lot of trees, and some of that debris could slow you down this morning, and we even had some issues with localized flooding. Here's a look at rainfall totals. Near 0.31 inches in the city, close to a ½ an inch in Islip, Newark a ½ an inch, and 0.88 inches of rainfall in White Plains. Montauk, just over an inch of rain so far. Current numbers in the 60s and the 70s. It's 68 degrees in White Plains, 65 in Sussex, and 69 degrees in Islip. Dew points are still uncomfortable in the 60s and the 70s, but these numbers will improve when it comes to the dew point, especially this time of the year. The lower, the better. So this afternoon, these numbers will drop down into the mid to upper 50s. It gets even better tomorrow. Much nicer feel on Friday with dew points in the 40s all across the area. We have a cold front, and that's moving east of us. Notice rain right along this front. Once that front pushes over the day with more sun and cooler high temperatures in the upper 70s and the lower 80s. We'll also have the humidity dropping too, improving how it's going to feel. Tomorrow morning, mostly sunny and just a fantastic day on Friday. Tomorrow is going to be a top 10 type of day with temperatures in the upper 70s and drier air in place. That all changes this weekend. Humidity goes back up thanks to a warm front. In return, we'll have a chance for a few hit or miss thunder showers Saturday and Sunday. When it comes to the timing on Saturday, most of the rain falls late Saturday afternoon through Saturday evening, and on Sunday more so a shower at any time throughout the entire day. Some of that could be an issue for the Pride March on Sunday. Monday, more comfortable, high pressure pushing in much nicer air. Today, 85, early clouds and a shower east, but we'll see increasing sun and dropping humidity tonight. Down to 63. Some spots north and west could fall down into the 50s, even the upper 40s across the Catskills. And then look at tomorrow. It doesn't get much better than this. 78, sunny, lower humidity. For the rest of the 7-day forecast.
And Joey Chestnut takes to the road to face off against American troops.
The AccuWeather team's coming to you, doing the weather right in your neighborhood. Sam Champion, Brittany Bell, and Danny Beckstrom crisscross the tri-state with live reports every Thursday morning all summer. Where will they pop up next? Find out today on Eyewitness News This Morning.
Welcome back. You're never more than 7 minutes away from weather and traffic together, so we now have drier air working in. That means rain is ending from west to east, but still looking at showers across Suffolk County and Ocean County, but that will clear over the next hour or so. So that means for the rest of this Thursday, things will rapidly improve. We're talking about more sun, also lower humidity, so it's going to feel much better. Temperatures will be cooler too, only reaching the low to mid 80s, a high of 85 in the city, around 82 degrees in Islip. If you're heading to the beaches, a breeze out of the west-southwest ranging from 5 to 15 miles per hour, waves around 3 to 5 feet, ocean temperatures in the 60s and the 70s, and a high risk for rip currents. Heather?
All right.
Thank you for joining us on this June 27th. It was a busy night for you guys out there, but this morning it's all about the roads.
Of course, yeah, because her weather affects my traffic.
Yeah.
We do have some mass transit issues and some issues on the roads as well.
Yeah, but that ponding.
We do have some mass transit issues and some issues on the roads as well.
Yeah, but that ponding, next level. And you know the spot.
Yep.
It's very scary, especially after storms like that last night.
Yeah.
What it leaves in the morning, no good.
And we had some intense downpours on top of that, issues with debris on the roads because of downed trees. That was our biggest issue yesterday. Damaging winds were from wind damage, so that could be an issue for your morning commute. Heather will have more in just a second. Now, when it comes to the rain, the good news is things are drying out from west to east, and the rain that is coming down right now is very light, so not dealing with anything too heavy. So a sprinkle across Newark and Edison, dry through most of the boroughs except for a few light showers across southern Queens. Hempstead, you have light rain all throughout Nassau and Suffolk County. Steadier, lighter showers, but some downpours near the Twin Forks. Sliding across Monmouth and Ocean County, lighter rain that is moving offshore. Current numbers in the 60s and the 70s. It's 68 in the city and 69 degrees in Islip. We do improve quickly, so get ready for more sun, lower humidity, and high temperatures in the upper 70s and the lower 80s. Heather?
All right, Brittany.
Lingering light showers across Suffolk County, more the same across Ocean County. That will taper off over the next hour or so. So for the rest of this Thursday, turning pleasant quickly, mostly sunny, cooler, also lower humidity, so it's going to feel much nicer throughout this afternoon. Get ready for high temperatures in the upper 70s and the lower 80s. We hit a high of 85 in the city, and that's pretty close to average for this time of the year. But tomorrow, even better, the upper 70s. Friday is a top 10 day. We'll still have drier air in place. Similar temperatures on Saturday, but a different feel because the humidity goes back up, and we heat up to close to near 90 degrees on Sunday. I'll have a full look at your 7-day forecast coming up. Heather?
All right, Brittany, let's go.
Grimace is, listen, I didn't believe it.
I can't with Grimace.
He's a big deal now. He's a good luck charm. It's been working. That's good.
I don't think you were surprised that it was delayed.
No.
2 hours. Not one bit.
It was going to be a close call with the timing.
You knew that,
I wish they got the entire game in, but hey, that's what happens. But you know what? Today, no weather issues. This morning, we still have some leftover debris and flooding from last night's King West, and we'll see more sun. Current numbers in the 60s and the 70s. It's 68 degrees in Central Park. We have a westerly breeze around 8 miles per hour, and notice things continue to dry out. We only have a few lingering light showers. Most of that is moving east and south of the city, but across the borough, still showing a few sprinkles, light rain and sprinkles across eastern Nassau County, all throughout Suffolk County, even a few raindrops popping up across Fairfield County, and a light rain down the Jersey Shore, stretching from Middletown all the way down towards Stafford. That is moving offshore as well. Check out all of these reports from yesterday. We mainly had issues with wind damage, knocking over trees, also some flooding too, with rainfall totals over an inch in some areas. Montauk over an inch of rainfall, West Hampton 0.63, in New York City 0.3 inches, and close to a half an inch of rain in Caldwell. Current numbers in the 60s and the 70s. It's 70 in Belmar, the same in Montauk, and down to 66 degrees in Poughkeepsie. As soon as you step outside, you notice it still feels very sticky and muggy. That's because dew points are still in the 60s and the 70s, but these numbers will drop this afternoon. Drier air starts to work its way in. As a result, dew points will fall down into the 50s. When it comes to the dew point, the lower the better, especially this time of the year. It turns even nicer tomorrow with these numbers falling down into the 40s, so really refreshing on Friday. Right now, not so much. We have leftover cloud cover, but a lot of this rain that's moving away from us all all due to this cold front that's pushing east. Notice we have that clearing line getting closer to the Catskills and western New Jersey, showing what's to come. Some futurecasts pushing out the clouds. As a result, we are in for mostly sunny skies, but temperatures in the upper 70s and the lower 80s. Overnight, mainly clear, refreshing in some areas, with overnight lows dipping down into the upper 40s across portions of the Catskills. Tomorrow morning, mostly sunny, and Friday will feature bright sunshine all across the area and drier air. So a top 10 day tomorrow. That quickly changes this weekend. Humidity increases on Saturday. So even though we'll have a similar temperature on Saturday, it's going to have a different feel because of the moisture. On Sunday, heating up to the mid to upper 80s, even the lower 90s in some areas. And both days will have a chance for scattered thunder showers. Now, when it comes to the timing on Saturday, most of the rain falls late Saturday evening, but we could have a shower at any time throughout the day on Sunday. Today, 85, early clouds, but we'll see more sun, moderate air quality, and low to medium pollen levels. UV index of 9, 63 tonight, 78 tomorrow, and temperatures.
Good morning on this Thursday, June 27th. I'm Shirley Nalicut. I'm just laughing because I knew you had to know that was going to happen.
Yeah, 5 million people or so, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
For 10,000 tickets.
Look at that. I'm Brittany Bell in for Mike Marza. Thank you for watching us on all of our platforms, including Hulu Live TV.
Okay, you're never more than 7 minutes away from weather and traffic. Let's see how these roads are looking. We're also going to check out the AccuWeather forecast. Let's do that first with you, Brittany.
And thankfully, things are improving today after we had some intense weather yesterday. Here's a look at all of the storm reports over the past 24 hours. Our main issue, as expected. Heather will have more in just a second. But back over to radar. This is what's going on right now. Good news. Think County, eastern Fairfield County, and rain is clearing across Monmouth and Ocean County. Current numbers in the 60s and the 70s. It's 68 degrees in Central Park, 70 in Belmar, and 68 degrees in Bridgeport. Things turn really nice, so clouds clear. We'll have lower humidity with high temperatures in the upper 70s and the lower 80s. Heather?
Before we get to the roads, we're going to go to the rails.
Great to see.
It really is.
Can't wait for it. Happening today, New York City's outdoor pools open for the season. There are more than 50 across the 5 boroughs. So coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll be having weather in your neighborhood. Meteorologist Danny Beckstrom will give us...
For heading to the pool today, if you're going to the beach, make sure to watch out for a high rip current risk, especially along the south-facing shoreline right now. We have leftover cloud cover and most of the rain that is moving away from us, so things will continue to dry out. And we'll see clearing skies, so get ready for a lot of sun. Drier air is going to feel much better, and cooler temperatures down into the upper 70s and the lower 80s. We hit a high of 85 degrees in the city. Tomorrow, even nicer. The upper 70s, 78 degrees in the city, mostly sunny, lower humidity. Now notice Saturday, a similar temperature, 79, but it's going to have a different feel because the moisture goes back up. We'll also have a chance for a few scattered thunder showers throughout the entire weekend. I'll have a full look at your 7-day forecast coming up. Heather?
All right, Brittany.
It turns out Joey Chestnut will be eating hot dogs on this 4th of July after all, but this time he's taking his talents from Coney Island to El Paso, Texas. The competitive eating champion is sent to battle against soldiers from Fort Bliss. Chestnut was banned from Nathan's contest here in New York. I can't wait for that.
So, Brittany, you need to see the video.
Because he beat him, right?
I beat Joey Chestnut in a pistachio eating
contest, and there is video to prove it.
Okay,
but then they both got beat by his co-anchor.
Yes.
Oh. We won't talk about that.
So you guys both lost, basically.
She had tiny hands.
Oh,
yeah,
that's your excuse?
She can crack open the pistachio nuts. It was hard. It was tough.
Okay.
It was tough. That's my claim to fame, though.
You need to post that video.
Yes, I want to see it. I'm ready to see it. But it was such a mess last night, and still a mess this morning. And Shirley, you said you had some issues getting in too, right?
Yes, it was a little scary.
Yeah, a little scary because of ponding on roads. We had issues with flooding, also down trees, and some of that debris could be an issue for your morning commute. Currently, we already have some clearing, so just a sign of what's to come. It's 68 degrees in Central Park, a light breeze of around 8 miles per hour out of the west. The current AQI is good, around 32, but that could go to moderate throughout this afternoon. Things are drying out, so drier air taking over, but we still have a few light showers, mainly across Suffolk County, that will clear over the next hour or so. Here's a look at all of the storm reports, mainly damaging winds, even some reports of some hail across the area, and rainfall totals on average were between a ½ inch to an inch across the tri-state. A bit lower across New York City, 0.31, White Plains, 0.88 inches, just close to a ½ inch, and Islip. And look at Montauk, over an inch of rain. Current numbers in the 60s and the 70s. It's It's 69 in Islip and 66 degrees in Poughkeepsie. Dew points, it's still very stuffy. We have dew points in the 60s and the 70s, but these numbers will improve thanks to westerly flow. That will drop into the 50s this afternoon, turning even nicer tomorrow. Refreshing with dew points on Friday down into the 40s. This is why we have that cooler air working in behind a cold front that's moving offshore, taking the rain with it. In return, we have a few leftover clouds, but that clearing line already making its way across the Catskills and northwest New Jersey. So things will continue to get nicer on Futurecast. Notice by this afternoon, plenty of sunshine for everyone. Cooler temperatures in the 70s and the 80s and drier air. Overnight, mostly clear. That could allow lows in some areas to drop into the upper 40s, especially across the Catskills. Tomorrow morning, mainly sunny, and we stay sunny all day. Friday is a top 10 day with a lot of sun, lower humidity, and temperatures down into the upper 70s. That all changes this weekend. Saturday and Sunday will have a warm front getting closer and an approaching cold front. Both will increase moisture, so the humidity will make it feel just more uncomfortable. Sunday to the warmer half of the weekend with high temperatures closer to the 90s. We'll have scattered thunder showers each day. On Saturday, the timing is more so late Saturday afternoon and evening, but Sunday we could see a shower off and on throughout the entire day. Some of that could be an issue for the Pride March. Looking ahead to Monday, more comfortable, drier air working its way in again, and temperatures next week starting out in the upper 70s and the lower 80s. Today, improving quickly, early clouds giving way to more sun. 85 will also have lower humidity. And if you're heading to the beaches, a breeze out of the west-southwest between 5 to 15 miles per hour. Waves up to 3 to 5 feet, ocean temperatures in the 60s and the 70s, and a high rip current risk. That includes the Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island beaches. Tonight down to 62, the 50s north and west, and the 40s across the Catskills. Tomorrow, 78, sunny, drier air, just checking all the boxes on Friday. This weekend, humidity.
Neighborhood, yes. Danny, where are we live this morning? Good to see you out there.
Hey, I'm Danny Beckstrom, and you're right, it's Thursday, which means weather in your neighborhood. This morning, we're in Astoria, Queens, at the largest public pool in New York City. It's opening day for public pools. We're going to have all the fun and a look at the weather now that the storm has moved on and the sun is coming out. We'll have that coming up on Eyewitness News this morning in just a few minutes. I'll leave you with this spectacular view. Doesn't get better than that.